Peter Thatchell. I am Peter's Makonese. We are gathered here to remember Alan Wilkinson, so that at least if we can record what you know about him, we'll make an opportunity that it can be posted on the YouTube. Over to you.
Alan Wilkinson was a personal friend and human rights comrade. He was born in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, and he championed the cause of democracy and human rights in his own country against both the Ian Swift minority white regime and against the corruption and tyranny of the Mugabe regime. He was one of the founders and directors of the Zimbabwe Association, which represents hundreds of thousands of Zimbabwean exiles and refugees in Britain. And he was also one of the people who helped found the Zimbabwe Vigil, which has taken place outside the Zimbabwean embassy in London every Saturday for 14 years, an astonishing, extraordinary achievement. I worked with Alan on many protests in support of democracy and human rights activists in Zimbabwe. One of those was a protest at the English Cricket Board headquarters in London over their planned tour of Zimbabwe in 2003. Alan led the charge to occupy the headquarters and called the Cricket Board to account for promoting a tour at a time when Mugabe's extrajudicial killings and torture was at its height. The same year, I went with him and other Zimbabwean activists to Paris to protest against the visit of President Mugabe, who was being entertained by the French president for merely holding placards criticizing the Mugabe regime. We were arrested and held in preventive detention in a police station for several hours. But during that time, Alan was great company. He joked and laughed, he kept his spirit and resolve, and it made it much easier to bear that limited period of detention. So Alan continued his support over the years. He was a trustee of my Peter Thatchell Foundation, which works for human rights in Britain and around the world. He's also supported so many other causes over the years. He truly believed in the principle that human rights are universal and indivisible. So his loss is a great loss to me personally and to the wider movement for freedom in Zimbabwe. I'm really sad to lose him, but his spirit lives on. The values, ideals, and ethos of Alan Wilkinson survives his death. We remember him with admiration and pride.
Thank you, Peter Thatchell. Just a few words. What message can you leave to the rest of the people in memory of him, whatever he has done, which is good, which we can admire, just in brief?
One of the things that Alan would want us all to do is to keep supporting the struggle for democracy, human rights and social justice in Zimbabwe. This was a cause so close to him. He felt so passionate about it. So one of the best ways to memorialize Alan is to support that struggle, to support the Zimbabwe freedom movement in its battle to secure a free and fair nation.
I thank you very much, Mr. Peter Thatchell. Hope everyone is going to learn and get something from what Alan has done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.